Broadcasting live from Oriole Park at Camden Yards here in Charm City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Baltimore Orioles. Jonathan Villar swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Now that's a good changeup right there. You know the guy's sitting fastball. You get him out in front. Now that changeup's in his head the rest of the at-bat.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Stepping in, number 7, and he's ready to take his first cuts. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Our temperature not quite 60 degrees, 59 here at game time this afternoon. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. 1 out, nobody on. He swings and pops it high toward the left side of the infield. There to pull it in is Machado, and that's out number 2.
Batting third.
Stepping up now, Hernan Perez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Machado is there. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Here's Seth Smith now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Orioles, right fielder.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Batting second.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And standing in the fine center fielder, Adam Jones. This one's down to third. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
That's a nice single right there. He recognized the changeup early. It was just hanging. Not much.
Here's Manny Machado now as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. First shot for him here. With a runner at first now. The 1-0 delivery. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. Coming to the plate. Now, action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Sogard is there. 2 gone. Long throw to the plate. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. So digging in now, Mark Trumbo. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. There's the circle change and a dandy that time as he jumps ahead with strike 1. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Machado is on his way home, and the run's going to come into score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Well, sometimes you make the perfect pitch and you still give up a base hit. That ball's down, and he just scooped it out and drove it through the infield.
Jonathan Scope is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Arcia has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits and a runner left on.
Leading off for Milwaukee.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. The 0-2 once more. Ground ball right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Batting fifth.
Stepping into the box,
hitter,
Jesus Aguilar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. Ball 1. Now a throw over. Don't want to forget about him. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Check swing on that fastball right there. Looked like he's ready to tomahawk that bad boy, but he's able to hold up.
To 2-2 now.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back in with the fastball, and it's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 2-2 one more time. Runner going a second time. And this is fouled at the plate. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Again, he's off for second. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Ready with another 2-2. And now he's on the move again for second. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Jones. He's there and records the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Time now for a look at the majestic defensive alignment of the Orioles. And I'm looking at the first baseman, Chris Davis. Now, you can play him at third, you can play him at first, but because of his footwork at third, it made him a better first baseman. I think he gets overlooked quite a bit. He's a pretty good defender.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
The 0-2 delivery. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Jet Bandy. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Ready with the 0-1. And this is fouled back and out of play.
I like that combination right there. show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
Now another 0-2.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Digging in, Trey Mancini. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Left fielder.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Now the pitch.
Nope.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Well, here we are with the leadoff hit in the second, and the pitcher really struggled in the first inning. So you got to be a little bit concerned. The stuff just doesn't look like it's there today.
Willie Peralta enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. And he is out on the tag. On to first, and how about that? He comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play ball with one pitch. Ready now, Caleb Joseph will try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Now the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Now we got an 0-2 count, Matt. And I tell you what, so impressive. He is executing his game plan, going right on the outside half and exploiting those weaknesses.
And he won't offer it that. Too high, 1-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Orioles held in check there. After two, it's a 2-0 ball game. There's the Inner Harbor in downtown here in Baltimore. Charm City, as it's nicknamed, as the third inning is set to get underway now.
For the Brewers, center fielder Keon
squared that one up just a little late. Here comes the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Really deceptive changeup.
The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball, 1-2.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
And now his swing and a ball hit in the air out to left field. Mancini comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1. 0-1, here's the pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And here's Davis to tuck it in, and there are two gone now.
The batter, number 5.
Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Villar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. In there, a base hit.
So he took advantage of the young guy right there. He continued to throw fastballs. First one, second one.
Into the box now, number 7, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Runners on his way to third. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. And that just... Striding in once again, Seth Smith. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Late that time for a strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And another foul ball.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adam Jones. He singled his last time up. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The 0-1 on its way. Fouled back. Bases are empty, one man out. Grounded down the third baseline. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. Throw won't get him.
Third baseman.
So a runner aboard at second here with one away. And standing in now, the third baseman, Manny Machado. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. And a neck-high fastball that time. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Here's Chris Davis now. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Chris Davis
sends that one out of play for strike 1. Peralta pauses. Here it is on 0-1. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
The next 0-2. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. One left for the Orioles, but they're on top 2-0. At the plate, number 7 comes into this at-bat 0-for-1 in the ball game.
Number 7.
Into the windup and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Jones is under it. He's got it one away.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Hernan Perez. He's 0-for-1 thus far. Now this is swung on and hit down to Machado at third. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Now batting, third baseman.
Into the box now, Travis Shaw. He reached on a single in his first try. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean,
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3. Now to the plate, Mark Trumbo, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Sogard going back. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. Here's Jonathan Scope now. 0-for-1 for him here in this one. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang. Digging in now, Trey Mancini, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. In the dirt, and they got him. Boy, his feet were stuck in the mud there. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And he got him. Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy. And that's in there for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Well, that's two impressive fastballs. Two mid-90s fastballs just reaching back saying, I dare you to hit it. Finds himself in a nice 0-2 count now.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2, here it comes. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Swing and a miss, blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Orioles add on thanks to the solo. Ready for another chance? Jesus Aguilar comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
That misses. 1-2. Lined but speared on a hop. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 18, Eric Sogard.
Here's Eric Sogard. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Pitch on the way. And he takes ball 1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Well, he's pitching really good in this game, and the fastball location has been the key. That pitch right there is indicative of the game. Down low, hits a spot. That's what he's been doing with the fastball basically the whole game.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Eric Sogard goes down for out number 2 in the top half. This one skied out toward right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Gone. Digging in, Caleb Joseph. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference. Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Caleb Joseph is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th. Seth Smith is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 now to Smith, and a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Perez, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The center fielder, number 10, Adam Jones.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton.
Leading off
0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Center fielder Keon
Into the windup
Broxton.
and the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet. Boy, that's an ugly swing right there, and they haven't been getting on base. They're not doing much of anything right now. And I'll tell you what, they got to figure out something to make an adjustment, or this game could get ugly quick.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base,
3.
and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
He was starting to settle in. He has retired 7 hitters in a row. That base hit right there kind of breaks it.
In now, Jonathan Villar.
As he lifts it in the air to right field.
Smith has a read on it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Now he'll throw back to first. On to first, a double play. None left for Milwaukee. Still down 3. Here's Manny Machado now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Third baseman.
Oh, and look out as they brush him back here. It's ball 1.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
What a great adjustment. The high fastball in the first one didn't have a good release point. The next one he's able to put it on the corner, correcting himself as the at-bat goes on. I love it.
Misses, ball 2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. On deck, the powerful Chris Davis. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. He'll try it again. 3-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. Here's Chris Davis now. He hit a sac fly earlier.
19, Chris Davis.
And signals crossed that time, so he'll step off and try again. Now the pitch. Swinging a soft liner. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
This guy is so strong. He just fought that ball off the left field. I know it's a little.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. And he looks at a ball. 1-2.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs trying to get it right by him. He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to hit him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Mark Trumbo goes down for the second out here in the bottom half. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Peralta pauses. Here it is on 1-0. A fastball that finds the outside corner. A runner on first with 2 away. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Now a throw over to first. Swing and a liner. And that's a fair ball as it'll head toward the scoreboard. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Trey Mancini stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. In to score the runner from 3rd. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from 2nd. Now a 5-0 lead.
Well, that's the danger of throwing fastballs back to back. The guy measures the first one, then he times the second one, gets the base hit.
J.J. Hardy is in for a 3rd plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Back here on the show. Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point. Ready for another shot now. Number 7. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner into the flag court and gone. Striding in once again, Hernan Perez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Left fielder.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
This one's down to 3rd. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Up next for Milwaukee.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. 1 out, nobody on. And that misses 1-1.
Hey, that's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 1-2 delivery. And the changeup is way low that time.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Another 2-2. Tapped up the first baseline. That's foul, so the battle will continue. Another one sent foul.
Well, now they wait to work the count. This is a long AB, but if they wanted to have any shot at him, you need to have these kind of at-bats early in the game.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
And he may be a little winded up there after this long at-bat, so he'll step out and ask for time. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Another try at 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Smith has a read on it. 2 down.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Jesus Aguilar. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So it may be too little. Digging in to try it again, Caleb Joseph. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Caleb Joseph.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Here's Seth Smith now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Drilled on the ground to short. Arcia fields it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. So coming to the plate, Adam Jones. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one. Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second. Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Peralta sets his sights. Here it is on 2-2. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter. Payoff pitch one more time. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. Rob Scahill takes over here with
Machado. Your attention, please.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul wide at first.
Rob.
7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
It looked like he was trying to go the opposite way on that pitch. Good job of laying off that check swing, seeing it wasn't something he wanted to really drive the other way.
And a fastball just a bit high. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
That is a filthy combination. High 90s with the fastball, and then that.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Orioles leave 1. They're up 5-1. Here's Eric Sogard. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Number 18, Eric Sogard.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball rolled softly to second. Scope takes it in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting. Catcher.
Now batting, Jet Bandy. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet. So you don't know what you're going to see coming your direction.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. And here's Davis to tuck it in, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Keon Broxton. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
Well, that shot tells you everything you need to know. He's really a little frustrated tonight. This has been a tough game. They haven't swung the bats well, and they need to start getting some offense going. A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too, but he has lightning speed.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Davis. A hit in 2 tries so far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
I like that check swing. He started to offer at the off-speed pitch, but he recognized it and was able to hold up.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Chris Davis is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning.
Designated hitter, Mark.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
Well, maybe that fooled him, or maybe he wasn't looking for it, but man, he hung him a curveball right there in the middle. For him to not swing the bat, being the power hitter he is, who sees a lot of breaking pitches, makes me think he's looking for something else.
Sogard is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Schoop.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses. 2-0.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the. Digging in once again, Jonathan Villar. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Under it is Machado, and he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Number 7 is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Hey, this has been a great outing. He's already in the 9th inning. He's going on 100 pitches now. I want to see him complete this game. Finish it out. That's really impressive.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Throw to first will take care of him, and the Brewers are now down to their final out.
Left fielder.
So stepping in, Hernan Perez. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Jones is under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
5-1 the final total in today's game. Chase Anderson lasted only an inning in the losing effort. So that just about does it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious